whatever we saw installation of Visual Studio, we executed one simple program, Hello World. Anybody has any doubt in that? If not, then I will proceed further. Everyone is good with up to the last class. Okay, so all right. So today we will see what is NuGet and how it helps to install the packages for C# project. Okay, yes. Let me just start sharing my screen. Just give me a heads up, okay, when you're able to see. Okay, is everyone able to see my screen? Thank you so much. Okay, now just for one kind of an information, just making use of the space here little bit for my writing purpose. Okay, today we will see what is NuGet. Okay, so let me just write that in comments section so that our program will not hampered. Fine. So what is a NuGet? So this is what we saw. This is just a plain C# program, plain C# project. Okay, now let's say if I want to give Selenium knowledge to this project, because I want to work on Selenium automations using C#, right? So as of now, this project, what you are seeing here, it does not have any knowledge about Selenium, right? We have to import Selenium package so that this project will start supporting Selenium commands. So what we have to do, we have to import Selenium packages so that our project help us in executing the Selenium commands. Okay, so now how do we do that? How to add Selenium packages? So if you have little bit idea from the other programming language background like Java or C++, we call them in Java as jar files. Okay, so in C# we call them as packages. Okay, in C# we call them as packages. In JavaScript we call it as libraries. Again, it is kind of a package. So now how to get this Selenium package in our C# in our project? So for that, all we need to do is we have to go to Google and type there www dot okay nuget.org. If you go to Google and type this one, okay, so what will come up? Let me just show you. Just to stop sharing this particular window. I'm going to share the complete screen. Okay. Hope the screen is visible to you. Guys, is it visible?
Yes.
Thank you. Look, so what I'm trying to do here is I will just go to this www dot okay here NuGet okay .org. So you are landed on this screen. Okay, here can you see packages, right? Just click on this package. Okay, so once you click on this package, you are landed onto this new get gallery. Okay, you are landed on this new get gallery. So in Java, you have something called Maven repository where you upload all your jar files. Same way in JavaScript, you have npm repository. Okay, where you will get all kind of storage library files, kind of a packages. Okay, now in C Sharp, we have called, this is called as NuGet. So now this is kind of a gallery where you can find all the packages. So all these package managers in this respective programs in C Sharp are available in this NuGet gallery. So if I want to search, let's say I want to search here Selenium and hit enter. Can you see the first one here? It is showing up many results. And let's see if I want to go and click on this Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium is a set of different, here it is having some self-explanatory examples. Okay, I just want to go and click on this Selenium WebDriver. Let me just go ahead and click. So here in this, you are going to see different things like package manager, package references, package CLI. Let's say, for example, I'm going on package manager. Okay. And here, if I'm going to copy this particular command, okay, and I'm going to Visual Studio, okay, and here, if I try to execute that command, it will add that particular package into this C Sharp project. Understanding? Any doubts here? So instead of this going and copy pasting this particular command and executing here, what we can do is simple. We can go and in our Visual Studio, we have called as manage NuGet packages. So here we can go and select this particular package and pages for if you click on this one.
Your voice is broken. Hello, ma'am.
Was my connection got interrupted, guys?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So tell me, where was I?
Y-
Was just telling you we can install the packages by executing this command. Till that, was my connection stable?
Yes, yes. And you
Yeah.
just copy those, and instead of this, you have to
Yes.
go negate package directly in framework there.
Correct, correct. And here, instead of going and copying in the Visual Studio itself, what we can do is if you just click on your project, left click, you will see here manage NuGet packages. Okay, click on that, you will be taken on this page. Here, whatever is installed, it will show, but we have not installed anything. That's why this is empty. Go to browse. Okay, here you just browse Selenium. Okay, can you see this Selenium WebDriver? This is the same thing what we just saw in this particular NuGet.org packages Selenium WebDriver. So what I will do to make our task easy, we have in this .NET platform, just select that, okay, whatever the latest stable version is available here, select that and click on install. Okay, it will just take one or couple of minutes to get it installed. So once it has installed, you can just go and see under the installed section that Selenium WebDriver is already installed. is taking time. Hope. Can you just do this activity along with me, guys? It will be helpful for you. Just open your Visual Studio setup. I hope till yesterday you were able to follow. So just go ahead and apply. That's all. Left click, manage NuGet package, come to browse Selenium, Selenium WebDriver, install. Now, if I go and see here, it is already showing that it is installed, right? This is a one way of verifying we have successfully installed the Selenium WebDriver. This is one cool thing, right? So in this, you can how you are going to confirm in an another way that yes, this has been installed successfully means, see, if you go and see, just left click on this, okay, left click, and here open folder in File Explorer. Can you everybody see this option? Open folder in File Explorer. So once you open this, it will actually take you to the repository where exactly this project is stored. Okay, so here whatever you are seeing, this is our project file. Okay, in this project file we will have all the metadata present, what and all the configurations which are applicable to this project. So I will come in depth one by one. Okay, so now I want to open this project file. So what I will do, I'll just minimize this window, go to C sharp. Okay, left click on that. Okay, here I have option called as edit project file. Okay, you just click on this edit project file. You can see this is a configuration file of our project where it will show what and all the metadata present. Okay, guys, any doubts here? Any doubts
No.
here? Everybody is able to install that Selenium web driver in your Visual Studio, because from here, if you keep on following whatever the things I am doing for you also, it will be easy. So from here, we got a confirmation that
Then voice is again breaking.
okay, so that information you can see. Okay. So again, couple of seconds I saw that beeping sound. I did not speak anything. So coming back to the track. So whatever I just showed you was a C sharp project file. I told you I want to talk about other two files, that is bin file and object file as well. Can you see here bin and object file? So for every file you have in your framework, all the compiled versions that you see are there in the object folder, and bin will have the executable file. So if I want to just give you a quick note on that, what I will type it here is bin folder will have executable files. Okay, and object folder will have compiled version. So executable files here means in C sharp, like how you will see .exe files, right? In C sharp, we have .dll files as executable files. Okay, let me just open and show you those folders. As I have already mentioned, bin will have executable files. I'm just going inside the folder to show you Can you see this .dll file? So all these are executable files. And if the same thing, if I want to go and show you in the object folder, these all are the compiled version of our project files. Understanding? Do you have any doubts in this?
No.
You have in your framework, all the compiled versions will be there. For example, let's say there are 6 files. We have currently one program.cs file in this project. Let's say if I am having program 1, program 2, program 3, likewise 6 files present in this project. In that case, I will have 6 compiled files present in this object folder. For each file, one compiled version will be there. Okay, but at the end, the whole project, it will be kind of an executable file, which I just show you as a DLL. Okay, so this complete package you will create as one executable file, that is a with the .dll extension. That executable file, what I am showing here, which is present in bin. Okay, no need to worry on this. These are all just executable files.
In between, your voice
Coming
is
back to
broken.
our
No?
project.
Is anyone can hear? I'm not hearing.
No, no, no
Sorry,
voice is coming.
No, no, we can't hear
No.
her.
I'm back now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, but we are losing you a lot.
I think, yeah, I think there is a kind of a network disturbance. I am sitting in a stable area where I had a proper network, but couple of times for me also it is giving me that beep sound. Not sure. Am I audible now? I hope now my voice is clear.
Yes.
So what I was just talking about was about the two directories, that was bin and object, obj. So is that concept clear? Obj and bin, guys. What I was telling is bin will have executable files, obj will have compiled version. Those things you can see here in your C# solution folder. So this is our project. Here we have two files. One is bin, one is obj. So these two directories we really don't use. Okay, we don't really use these two directories much. We only use it when we deal with the framework in storing the reports. So storing the reports in the sense when we are executing the automation script, we are storing the results. That time we deal with this one. So apart from that, we don't really deal with these two directives. Okay, so overall this is a structure. I just wanted to let you know that this is how it is been arranged. There is one project file which I had opened here. If you see, this is a which is having a metadata stored. Okay, so and there are two more files which are obj and bin. So I just wanted to give you one brief project structure, how the folders are created, what are there inside the folder. Am I clear up to the part? If yes, then let me just go ahead and proceed. So any doubts here, guys? Okay, I see the heads up. Okay, if anyone having any doubt, please stop me. I will just go ahead and clear your doubts. So what is the next topic I'm taking up here is data types. Data types in C#. Okay, so especially we are going to concentrate on var and dynamic. Okay, let me just stop sharing. I will reshare the window. Okay, so as I told in the first lecture, C sharp is a world in itself. Okay, it is a big world. So how much you want to learn depends upon what is the scope of your project. So in this entire course, our goal is to create a C sharp framework and automate your front end test cases with Selenium. So in all, basically all the kind of industries, software industries, the skill set what they will look in you is you should be able to create a C sharp framework and automate all your front end test cases with Selenium. Okay, so I will teach you some fundamentals before you get started with Selenium. But later I will still continue teaching C sharp parallelly with Selenium. So that way you will understand the usage of C sharp better. So before you actually get into the code, there are some basic fundamentals which you have to know and must know. So that's where we will try to dig into this section. Okay, I'll show you what are the different data types and static data, dynamic data types, classes, objects, inheritance, arrays, strings, for loops. Okay, now in this way we are going to see our journey. Okay, there are some fundamentals that you need to understand which I will be covering in this session. Okay, and then we will immediately jump into the Selenium. But for that particular section, we have to focus on the C sharp basics first. Okay, so I told you that the control will be from the main block, correct? This is our main block, right? So this is the entry point of the application, correct? So we run this program and see the output as hello world printed on the output screen, correct? So I want to create one integer variable. Okay, like for example, let's say one integer variable I want to create. Okay, let's say integer a is equal to 4. Int, right? Int a is equal to, it is showing me some zero value, but let me just go ahead with int equals to a is equal to 4. If I click on tab, it will automatically consider that IntelliSense working. Okay, so int a is equal to 4. So if you want to print that integer in the output, you will just write that console dot write line console. Here I have a down arrow tab. Okay, and again tab console dot write line. Okay, what I am trying to print this number. So what I am trying to write here, number is, and after that whatever I have to print plus a. Why I am writing this actually? So if you want to execute this variable, the differentiate between your string and variable. This is your string, this is your variable. This plus operator will act as a concatenation operator, and it will treat this particular way how to print as it is as a string, and a it will be considered as an executable variable. So now when it tries to print it, you will definitely see the output. So let me just go ahead and execute this. It is saying there were build errors. Would you like to continue and run? If I say no, then what is the one we are expecting. Okay, we have done some comment section and they are expecting some comment close one. So in C sharp, if we want to do comment on a single line, we will use double forward slash. What is comment means? It will not be considered as an executable line. So when it sees a comment section, this particular line is not considered for execution. For multiple lines, how you have to write is open with a star and then whatever you want to write here, and then again close with star and then the slash. This is for a this is called as a single line comment. And if you want to comment multiple lines, this is the way you will comment it. Okay. So let me just go ahead and run this one. So here you can see this number is 4, correct? That is on the output screen. Similarly, okay, if you want to declare any integer, okay, so you have to give data type called as string. So what you have to give as, like for example, this is I have done for integer. Now let me just go ahead and declare string variable. String variable name, let's say name equals to, let's say my name, I'll try to give Banu. Okay, so when you give a string name is equal to Banu, so you are giving some value to this string type variable. Okay, now if you want to print this particular line on the output window, what you can do is you can go ahead and again write console, okay, dot write line, okay, console dot write line, open and close the bracket, and in you are going to write name is, let's say name is, okay, then here how I have written this one, okay, the same way you will write here plus name, plus name, this is the one. Okay, so there is, if I go and execute this one, what you are seeing here, hello world, number is 4, name is Banu, correct?
Sorry for interrupting. Output, where is the result? I'm not unable to see in output.
You're not able to see the output window.
No, no, see, but where is the result?
This is the one, hello world, number is
No,
4,
we can't see the
name is
output
Banu.
window. We can't see the output
Oh,
window.
oh, is it? Hold on. So when I executed for int, that time also you are not able to see the output window, it seems. Okay. Sharing my entire screen. Can you see now? Let me
Yes.
just start the execution. Start the execution. Hello world, number is 4, name is Banu. So this is the one. Hello world, here console.writeLine, number is 4, console.writeLine, name is Banu. Is this clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So I can do the same thing in some different way as well. For example, after trying this, hello world, number is 4. So that's another way of declaring. How in the another way I can declare the same thing here is, Let me just close this window. Okay. The same thing, how I will write console.write line. Okay. Just put dollar here. Okay. And this dollar, I will tell you what exactly this dollar will do. Open the bracket and here you write name is placeholder for the name. Okay. And then close the bracket. I'm just keeping it as a capital letter so that you will get to know the differences. So now let me just go ahead and run this one. Can you see name is Banu and small letter name is Banu. So what happens? See, if you put dollar in the beginning, then this complete text is treated as an evaluation string. So you can still write inside anything, but make sure you start with the dollar symbol. Okay, for example, if anybody is aware of percentage D, any value in the printf scanf of C sharp, there we will have the placeholders, right? So if a value is changing, if any value is given by the user during the runtime and that name has to be read and print, so this will definitely help. So here what we are doing, we are just taking one value, assigning it to a string variable, printing as it is, but this will act as a placeholder. So when you put dollar symbol, this entire text which you place inside this double quote is considered as an executable or evaluation string. Okay, can you see this difference? Okay, so moving further, if you don't have any further questions, I'm just going to move it little bit further with the var example. Anybody is having any doubts? These are static data types, what we saw, integer, string. Now I'm going to little bit ahead with the dynamic data types. Any doubts anybody have? No doubts, guys? Okay, cool. So there is another data type that is called as var. Okay, so this integer which you are seeing, this string which you are seeing, all these are static data types. But var, dynamic, var is a dynamic data type. Data types in C sharp, what we saw, int and string, static data type, var and dynamic, which we will see is called as dynamic data types. Okay, so let's say if I am going to have a variable called as var, okay, equal, this is a dynamic variable. What is my name of the variable 8, let's say, is equal to 5. Okay,
Your screen is stuck. I don't know if it's for me or for any all are
No,
getting the
no,
same
we are also
issue.
facing the same
Same
issue.
for me.
my screen is stuck, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on, guys. I may need to change my place because yesterday this place worked well for me. I don't know why I'm facing this issue today. Let me again start sharing the window. Please go ahead and stop me if you're facing any such issues. I don't want you to keep quiet because I'm again explaining. I'm again resharing my screen. Is it visible now?
no. No.
Oh, we are seeing
You-
the same screen.
Sharing is not
You're
yet disconnected actually.
I'm resharing my screen. Is it still not you? Because for me, it is showing you are sharing your
no,
screen.
no, it is stuck on program.cs.
Still it is
You're
in
on,
old
Yeah.
screen.
Okay. Let me stop sharing again. Let me just start resharing my window.
No, we can't see screen
Your
share.
sharing stopped is not worked. Still we are seeing that screen.
Is it? How is it possible for me? I just stopped and let me just.
That screen is not going away. The stuck one.
Is it? I just tried again. Uh, Are you able to see the screen
No,
of Microsoft
still
Teams?
old screen. No, still the old screen. Still it is in a command line that nugget related. Still it is there.
Uh, I think you need to rejoin if this way it's not working actually. Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me just rejoin the.
Yep.
Guys, can you hear me now?
yes.
Yes, can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just quickly try sharing my screen. Okay. I have typed var age is equal to 5. Is everybody able to see this one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That means our screen is working. Okay. So where I was is, so when in what case we go for this var. So for example, integer, string, what we saw were static data types. Now var is a dynamic data type. So that means, let's say var age is equal to 5. Okay, we don't know user how the input he will give. Will he give an integer or string? So if when we are not sure of what kind of data type will be coming as an input from the user, then here we will declare such variable as var. Understanding? For example, where age is equal to 5. Is it giving me any error? No. For example, if I am giving where age is equal to test, can you see the error? No. This green line is not the error. Red line indicates the error. So if I am giving integer value, then also it is able to accept. If I am giving some string value, then also it is able to accept. In real time, this will, when the application is passing some value and we are not sure about the data type of that value, in that scenario where IntelliSense will work, whatever the data type it is accepting, it will implicitly convert its variable to that particular data type. You need not to worry what exactly the input data type user is passing. Understanding here? Any doubt, guys? And if you want to store that in one variable here, just go ahead and declare that data type as var, so that it will convert automatically. After this one, let's say I'm going to write console dot write line. One second. So let's say I'm going to print this age console dot tab. Okay, write line age is. Okay, then for concatenation plus, and then I'm whatever the age is here. Okay, so after this, as I have already told, this is a dynamic one. It will automatically consider. Now if I want to go ahead and assign age equals to, let's say, test, can you see the error here? So what I'm trying to tell you here is, in C#, after you assign a value to the var variable, okay, the first time is fine. It will give integer, you are giving string, it will automatically convert and store it. But after the first time, if you again take it off, and instead of having an integer, you are going to give the string here, it will just give you an error. And what this error is, represent text as a sequence of cannot implicitly convert this data type from string to integer. So it will just kick off this error telling that it cannot further go ahead and convert the particular thing. But this we can overcome with the help of a dynamic keyword. Okay, so dynamic, see this one, dynamic, right? What has happened to this one? Why is it coming? Okay, not sure why the red line is coming here. So it's okay, let it come. I'll just go ahead and explain here. So what happens exactly with respect to dynamic? So dynamic is a data type which will smartly compile your programs. What it will do, for example, here dynamic variable name, let's say height, is equal to, I'm giving 13.2. Okay, what is this data type now? It is a float, which means it is having a decimal number. So this is float, dynamic variable is taking up. Okay, now what will happen with respect to dynamic is, if you want to go ahead and print this dynamic, let me just go ahead and print this value console dot, okay, tab is there, dot right line. Okay, height is, let's say height is, okay, let me just go ahead and make use of this placeholders, that is height. Okay, and then close it. Now, if I go and run this particular program, you are going to see the output. Hello world, number is 4, name is Banu, and this is the height. What happened to this one?
You missed the dollar sign. Console.write line concatenation.
Right, very good. Thank you so much for helping me out. Let me just go ahead and run this one. Okay, height is 13.2. Now what I will do, let me just go ahead and declare height, okay, equals to, now I am going to give some string value. Let's say hi. What happened with our var? If you guys remember, when I said var age is equal to some string name, hello, it definitely gave an error, right? That it cannot implicitly convert. First time is allowed in var, but for dynamic, I'm giving the high here. Now, if I want to print console dot write line, the same thing, let me just copy paste quickly here. Okay, let me just go ahead and run this program. Can you see the difference? Right? Height is 13.2. Again, height is high as well. Right? So what happens with the dynamic is when it is going to take any kind of input, and implicitly it will just going to convert depending upon the input you are passing. It will just automatically convert that data type of the variable to match that particular one. And how many times you want to go ahead and change the data type, simply you can go and do that. I have done as a string, I have done as a decimal. You can go ahead and do it as an integer, float, double, whatever you want. You just go ahead and do that. Okay, so at the runtime it decides what is the value it has been sent and what it has to reassign. How it will go, it will go ahead and reassign the value of that particular variable, and that is how it is going to work, the dynamic data types. Okay, but with the var key, only in the first time you can do. It will allow only for the first time. Okay, whatever value we are sending, it will just go and freeze here in the var, but in dynamic you can just keep on changing the value. Okay, so I just show you, right, when you try to assign age is equal to some kind of thing, it how the way it complained, the error came out. So but it did not happen with dynamic. So that's all with respect to the data types. Okay, so this is a beauty of a dynamic data type. Okay, and yes, as for today's lecture, I am going to stop here. So what I have covered, let me just give you a quick startup. You have yesterday you created a program.cs file, and today we saw how we are going to install the package Selenium WebDriver, going to the manage NuGet packages. Okay, here in the NuGet solution, here it is installed, but it was empty earlier, right? So that time we want to browse, clicked Selenium, installed the browser. After installing successfully, we went ahead and started with the data types, and in the data types we saw two static ones and two dynamic ones. Guys, were you able to follow today's session? You have any doubts here? Okay, I can see the heads up coming in. I hope that session was quite easier for you. I would just go ahead and give this particular code in the chat window. Okay, so for your reference purpose, just go ahead and type it out and refer it if you are getting any kind of errors. Okay, I hope this will be helpful for you. Okay, so last 5 minutes, I will keep this window open for questions, doubts you have. Tomorrow we will see the OOPS concepts, okay, classes, methods, inheritance. So OOPS concepts with respect to C#, which we widely use in our automations.
Ma'am,
So
any
I hope
PPT? Yeah, please go ahead.
So I hope today, after the one, you are going to make sure you all have Visual Studio, NuGet package is there with the Selenium WebDriver, and you have executed this one example program in program.cs. When I will request you not to see the program, just go ahead and type it on your own. If you are having any kind of doubts, just go ahead and refer this copy. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So I was asking, like, if is there any PPT or any document you have, like, you can share, like, for quick reference, like every time a video is fine, we can go and from there we can see. But for quick reference, like, we want to like whatever the topics you are covering in sequence, if any no, or PPT or any document, if you have, that will be really helpful.
Okay, just let me go ahead and check with the training institute. I don't know currently I will be able to share or not. They have to give some access permissions, because yesterday when I tried copy pasting some file, dropping one file PPT, I was not able to do, and I just took the screenshot and I shared that slides, right? So let me just go ahead and check the permissions with them.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay, ma'am.
next
Yeah.
week, Monday, I will be able to provide you the materials what you are looking for.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, tomorrow is there a session or from Monday we have
No,
session?
no, we have Monday to Friday, 9 to 10. We will not have sessions on Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
Guys,
each and every time if we write console.write time, instead that if we write CW and press tab, then it will automatically write console.write line, na?
yes, that is a shortcut. But as soon as you type C, the IntelliSense it will pop up with the console keyword. You can do both the ways. CW will also help as a shortcut. I'm thinking here most of the students are new to the Visual Studio. Just going ahead and typing it. That's all.
Okay, ma'am.
Guys, was today's session helpful, benefited? Anything you have not understood, please get back to me. Whenever, like for example, today couple of times the connection was getting disconnected. I was not aware that two of the inputs, output window hello world number is EA, that was getting printed and you are not able to see. uh, I will make sure this will not happen. I don't know. I am sitting in a stable position with a proper network. Still, a couple of times that happened. Let me just figure it out. The issues. Apart from that, anybody is having any doubt, any concerns? If no, I hope I will just assume you have understood today's topic well, right? You can just give me a heads up if you have understood and you don't have any doubts. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time. We will meet on Monday, and I will definitely going to share some materials, whatever you requested for. Let me just get the permissions from them. Okay. Thank you for joining. Happy weekend. Happy Makara Sankranti. I hope you all will have a joyful festival. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thanks.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye bye.